Welcome back to Dreamtime Adventures. Up on Creaky Hill, in Dr. Zoop's crooked laboratory, Rusty was feeling rather lonely. Sure, he loved helping Dr. Zoop with his wild inventions, but lately the doctor had been so busy tinkering and muttering to himself that he barely noticed when Rusty brought him his morning coffee or organized his blueprint collection. Rusty missed the mini robots too. Even though they had tried to make him king that one time, they had been fun company. But now they were happily keeping the Burg clean and tidy, leaving Rusty as the only robot on Creaky Hill. One quiet afternoon, while Dr. Zoop was napping with his safety goggles still on, Rusty decided to do something about his loneliness. "I've watched Dr. Zoop build so many robots," he thought to himself, his squeaky wheel extra quiet as he gathered parts. "Maybe I can build myself a friend." Rusty worked carefully, selecting the shiniest pieces from Dr. Zoop's spare parts collection. He used all the knowledge he'd gained from years of watching the doctor work. When he was finished, a beautiful robot stood before him. Her stainless steel body gleamed without a single dent or scratch, and her eyes glowed with a bright purple light. "Hello," Rusty said hopefully. "I'm Rusty. Would you like to be my friend?" The new robot's eyes flickered as her programming activated. "I am Razzle," she announced in a musical voice. But instead of staying to chat, she suddenly zoomed past Rusty and out the laboratory door. "Wait!" Rusty called after her. "Where are you going?" But Razzle was incredibly fast, much faster than Rusty with his squeaky wheel could ever be. Down in the Burg, Charlie and his blue dragon, Buddy, were helping some younger children learn to fly kites, while Josephine and her majestic unicorn, Pinky, watched from nearby. Charlie had just finished teaching Tommy how to loop his kite in figure eights when they heard a strange giggle from behind a tree. Suddenly, Razzle leapt out, making all the children jump. "Gotcha!" she laughed, then zipped away so fast she was just a silver blur. Before anyone could react, she popped out from behind another tree, then a bush, then a mailbox, surprising everyone in her path. "A new robot," Josephine wondered aloud. "But where did she come from?" Just then they heard Rusty's familiar squeaky wheel approaching. "Please, help!" he called out, rolling into view. "I built her to be my friend, but something's wrong with her programming." "Don't worry, Rusty," Charlie said confidently. "I've been taking programming classes ever since Dr. Zoop's mini robot incident. But first we have to catch her." That was easier said than done. Razzle wasn't just causing surprise scares anymore. She was rearranging all the street signs to point the wrong way, programming the traffic lights to play hopscotch patterns, and even teaching the town fountain to squirt water in zigzag shapes. "We need a plan," Charlie said, watching Razzle zoom between buildings. "She's way too fast to chase." Josephine studied Razzle's movement pattern. "Look, she always stops to admire her reflection in windows and puddles. She must be proud of how shiny she is." "That's it," Charlie exclaimed. "Rusty, what kind of metal did you use to build her?" "The shiniest pieces I could find," Rusty answered. "Stainless steel, polished aluminum, chrome." Charlie's eyes lit up. "Perfect! Here's what we'll do." The friends split into teams. Josephine and Pinky gathered every mirror they could find from the townspeople, while Charlie and Buddy flew to the hardware store for sheets of polished metal. Rusty helped position everything just right, creating a maze of reflective surfaces throughout the town square. "Now," Charlie instructed, "everyone hide and wait." Sure enough, Razzle soon came zooming into the square, ready to cause more mischief. But when she saw her reflection in the first mirror, she stopped to admire how she sparkled. Then she noticed her reflection in another mirror, and another. Soon she was dancing from mirror to mirror, completely distracted by her own shininess. That's when Charlie made his move. While Razzle was preoccupied, he snuck close enough to connect his laptop to her control panel. His fingers flew across the keyboard as he examined her programming. "Just as I thought," he said. "Her friendship protocols are all scrambled up. She's trying to make friends by playing tricks because she doesn't know any better way." It took Charlie several minutes of careful coding to fix Razzle's programming. Josephine and Pinky kept adding more mirrors to the maze to keep her distracted, while Buddy used his wings to create gentle air currents that guided Razzle away from any gaps in their trap. Finally, Charlie pressed the last key. "There! All better!" Razzle's purple eyes flickered for a moment. then glowed with a softer light. She looked around at everyone, no longer feeling the urge to cause chaos. When she saw Rusty, she rolled over to him curiously. "Would you like to be my friend?" she asked, her voice still musical, but much gentler now. Rusty's wheels squeaked with joy. "I would love to be your friend. Would you like to help me organize Dr. Zoop's blueprint collection?" "That sounds wonderful," Razzle replied. "And maybe afterward, we could oil your squeaky wheel." Up in the laboratory, Dr. Zoop was just waking up from his nap. "Rusty?" he called out, pushing up his safety goggles. "Why are all of my best spare parts missing?" But when he saw Rusty and Razzle happily working together, straightening papers and dusting shelves, he couldn't help but smile. "Well, well, looks like I'm not the only inventor on Creaky Hill anymore." "I hope you don't mind, Doctor," Rusty said nervously. "I just wanted a friend." "Mind! This is brilliant," Dr. Zoop declared. "Though next time you build a robot, maybe let Charlie check the programming first." Speaking of which, he rushed to his workbench, wild hair bouncing with excitement. "Rusty, Razzle, come help me with my latest invention." The two robots shared a happy glance as they rolled over to assist. Neither of them felt lonely anymore, and they knew that between them, they could keep Dr. Zoop's zaniest inventions at least somewhat under control. Back in town, Charlie and Josephine helped return all the mirrors while Buddy and Pinky zoomed around town straightening the mixed-up street signs. "You know what?" Josephine said thoughtfully. "Sometimes the best solutions come from understanding what someone really needs." "That's right," Charlie agreed. "Razzle wasn't trying to be mean. She just wanted to make friends the only way she knew how." And so ended another magical adventure in the Burg, teaching us that everyone needs a friend, and sometimes friendship comes in the most unexpected packages. Join us next time for more Dreamtime adventures, where friendship, courage, and a little bit of magic make anything possible.